What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about spacing and trading. I'm going to be showing you different ways you can enter into the bomb site. A lot of people I think really struggle with this concept, just how to one, enter into a bomb site, and two, just having somebody there or knowing how to bait your teammate actually going in and not just being an extra kill. So let's just talk about what is spacing. Spacing is the space between you and your teammate when you're moving places, and a lot of people have really bad spacing. What I mean by that is they're just super grouped up. They are so close to one another that one, you're either blocking your teammates' movement, upsetting them, and potentially getting them killed. But two, and most importantly, you're not setting yourself up to be in a position to either trade them or support them in getting their own kill and simultaneously keeping yourself alive. So as I kind of mentioned in my description of spacing, trading. What is trading? Trading is if your teammate dies, making sure that the person that killed your teammate goes down with them. So something I see people complain about a lot is how they always are the first guy in for their team and they're never traded or nobody goes in with them. Sure, a lot of that is going to be on your teammates just absolutely baiting you and probably not knowing how to bait you and just doing it on accident. But I see another problem, which is people don't know how to entry. People don't know how to properly path into bomb sites, giving their team space and the ability to trade them because they themselves don't know how to go in. Now to enter Beyond Inferno, when you smoke CT, as most people do before you enter into the bomb site, this is going to isolate pretty much all the angles on the left hand side of your screen. So instead of walking up close, if you're not getting flashed in, what you can do is go wide. You want to go wide to the right here. And yeah, you're going to have an isolated fight with the player at spools. However, what you're doing by going wide right here is giving players behind you and next to you space to where if you are in a gunfight, they can now come to your aid and help from the side. You can then continue to path this way. And while pathing this way, you're giving your teammates room and the ability to follow up behind you and look at different angles and positions. Now, I realize not everybody's teammates are going to be able to do that. You have to be able to do your job first before others can do theirs. Pathing and entering effectively like this will not only hopefully set yourself up for more success, but your team as well, because ideally, you're going to be in a stronger position where you're forcing enemies out to have to kill you, and then which will also set up your teammates to hopefully be able to trade you or whiff and die. Let's talk about baiting and trading. If I see my teammate walking up on the right, you don't want to just be right next to him, right? If you're right next to your teammate, there's a very high likelihood that when the opponent peeks, they're just gonna whiff your teammate anyway and kill you. But also there's a good chance they might collateral you. So give your teammate a little bit of space. So there's a couple different ways you can bait your teammate. One, you can decide to follow up right next to them, which is really effective, especially if you know where somebody is. For example, you smoke CT and you heard the player rotate CT to backhaul or coffin, and you know the other player had made noise in the bomb site earlier. This way, you know the chances of somebody running through CT is unlikely, and then you can double up with your teammate and try to take a fight together. Teammate in front of you will be seen first. And worst case scenario, if your spacing trading is good, there's a high likelihood that you at least go 1-for-1, which will favor you as a T. Now, another way you can trade or effectively bait is sometimes, if you're not really sure, is just covering your teammate's back. If your teammate wants to walk into a place, let them do it. Let them do it all day. Just bait them effectively. Try to get the most out of their life as possible. Even if they're not successful, maybe it'll set you up for success yourself. A good example of this would be, instead of walking with your teammate wide as well into the B bomb site, you actually sit back here on this angle where you're holding for CT. And essentially by me holding this angle, when my teammate goes into the bomb site, there's a good chance that when the CT player tries to fight him when he first walks in, I'll be there to make sure that he's traded. So in summary, with spacing and trading, it's just always so important to be aware of where your teammates are and how to not only set yourself up to be traded, but how to trade your teammates properly. If you can get used to that and you kind of always have this idea in your mind, I feel like you'll have a lot more success. Hopefully you're a little bit less frustrated with your teammates, probably not. But for now, just be mindful of where your teammates are and how to get the most out of their positioning and your own. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below also if you guys would like to see an entry pathing video or something similar. See you guys later.